A sharp TV with no sound or with the volume control not working is quite a common problem, particularly with older sharp Aquos TVs. In most cases it's pretty simple to fix, but because there are quite a few possible causes, I've compiled this list of every working easy fix, whether you've got an older sharp TV or a more recent sharp Aquos TV. So I'm going to cover these troubleshooting steps from simplest to most complex to give you the best chance of getting your TV working again. First of all, just double check that your TV is not muted. Obviously, it should almost go without saying, but make sure the TV is not muted and the volume is turned up. Now, although it might seem a basic step, power cycling your TV is often the best way to fix it. So this will clear any non-permanent flash memory without losing your personal settings, and particularly if you leave your TV switched on or plugged in the whole time, then power cycling can resolve issues to do with sound and other software issues. So make sure your TV is switched off and then unplug it. Hold down the physical power button on the TV for at least 15 seconds. Then wait for at least 2 minutes for any residual power to drain from your TV's capacitors, and then plug your TV back in and switch it on again. If your problem is with HDMI sound systems rather than with the TV itself, so if you're trying to connect a soundbar to your Sharp TV and there's no sound coming through it, or if the audio settings within your Sharp TV are greyed out and disabled, then you should try changing your audio output to PCM stereo, which is the simplest, most uncompressed stereo format that every speaker system should understand. If your audio menus are greyed out, then you need to press Menu on your remote and then go to Initial Setup or System Options, depending on your TV's model. Then Input Settings or Input Terminal Settings, and change Output Select to Fixed. And that will unlock your Sharp audio menus. And then you can go into Audio Settings and set your audio output for PCM stereo. You should also make sure auto volume is set to off. If that hasn't helped, then try factory resetting your TV. So that's under Menu, Settings, Initial Setup and Reset. That will delete any personalizations, but particularly if you're seeing the issue following a firmware update, then resetting your TV can get the sound working again. A more serious issue, but one that's still easily fixable at home, is a failure of the sound amplifier, which is located on a chip on the main board of your TV. So to check this, you'll need to remove the back panel of your TV, which will invalidate its warranty. First of all, unplug your TV, hold down the power button for 10 seconds or so, and then wait for at least 15 minutes, just to make sure there's no power left in your TV that could give you a shock when you open it up. You can then undo the screws in the back panel and take your TV apart. You'll see 3 large PCBs inside. There's the main board, which is a larger PCB and where you plug in your HDMI and other connectors, and this does the work of translating the input into a signal, which then goes to the timing control or T-con board, which can be identified by ribbon cables, and this sends the signal directly to the panel. There's also the power board, which is where you plug in your power cable and which provides the correct current and voltage for your TV. The amplifier will be integrated somewhere on the main board, and there'll be a cable coming off it which connects to your TV's speakers, so you should be able to easily identify it. You'll then need a multimeter to check whether the amplifier is functioning correctly, so check the voltages at each of the pins and make sure they correspond to the voltages that are printed onto the PCB for each pin. If you find that the amplifier is at fault, then you need to replace your main board, which is around $30 to $50 from eBay. So just go onto eBay and put in your TV's model number and you'll find a replacement easily. You should also make sure that the cable itself is not a problem, that it's connected properly. And if you find that you're not getting any sound from your TV speakers, but you are getting sound via an HDMI, a soundbar or other speaker system, then have a look at the speakers themselves to check that they are not damaged. And there's some more tips on how to do all of this in the linked article below.